Right. Well, another video. I have not done one in 2 weeks. I've been pretty busy. With what have I been busy? Well, look, this is the stack of paper with charts that I am studying for the setups that I'm trying to crystallize so I can execute on them. And it seems like it's starting to pay off. I took a pretty big trade with bigger sizing on Friday. I think that's when I took it, which played out really nicely, which we will look at today. So let me head over real quick and share my screen with you so you can see what's going on my side. So we will go here. There we go, share. Okay, so as you can see the trade here. I have shared it in the Telegram channel. You can join the Telegram channel if you want to see what I'm up to. I've not been active in this Telegram channel for a couple of weeks because of my studying that I've been doing, and also because a lot of the trades just weren't working out for me because I was studying them and it just wasn't good. So I decided to not be too active. Anyways, you can see here I made a profit of 214 on this one. It would have been close to 250 all the way down, but I closed it a little early. As you can see, why did I say GJ? It is CHFJPY. and then it played out really beautifully and it would have sold off even further. But the whole idea of this trade or of this system is that I can literally get in at the day and I am done within a couple hours, and I've booked the profit and I get off the screen and I'm done with the day. That's the idea of the approach. So I'm not looking for an approach that is going to take 2 weeks to play out, or in case of USD CAD, which is a grid trade I'm in. I use the profits, part of the profits I made on this trade to close some of the position of the USD CAD trade to maximize the potential upside I could have, or further positions if it does skyrocket even harder up. You can look at that later. So I don't want to be in trades for weeks. No interest in that. I don't want to be in a trade for 4 days or for the entire day, because I would like to get off the screen and forget about it. That is the price I'm willing to take, rather than holding this, which would have resulted in a double amount of profit, more than double, 2.5 times probably, of profit. But you see, this is this trade. Other trades, this could have gone in and then reverted back up and then consolidated or stopped me out or whatever. And so I just want to get paid and get off the screen and be done with it, and not have to think about it any further. Once I have these setups actually mastered, I can consider taking 2/3 of the profit, leaving a trailer in, getting off the screen, and then seeing how far it's going to go, and maybe that will make me more profitable. But for now, I am not. Now, okay, what is this setup that I am looking at? If you're wondering where I'm learning this setup from, and these ideas, they are from Stacy Burke. You can check him out. I found his teaching style rather difficult to assimilate, but it's starting to pay off my study of his stuff. So basically, I was like, this is the third day of longs. You can see here you have highs, then you have a breakout above it, meaning that in his view, when you have a break above a high, you are going to get long traders being stopped into a trade. They basically are trading the breakout on previous highs. Whether the theory is accurate or not, I have no idea. So you have a first day, you have a second day, you have a third day long. So you have 3 days of long already in the market. And then we are trying to break this high. I saw here, I came to the computer here. I was like, I want to see one more push up, 3 pushes, 1, 2, 3, right at the previous high of the previous day. It failed and I went short. This is the 15-minute chart. I identified the setup on the 15-minute chart. And then I went to the 5-minute chart, because I want to, on this setup, because you have a super tight stop loss, it's a 15 pip stop loss. It's very tight. I want to get in as early as possible. And so what I did, I switched to the 5-minute. You have the EMA in his system. You basically wait till it goes below the EMA, and then you get in. He goes in earlier, but he recommends for some of his students to wait to get the confirmation. So I didn't want to wait for here, because then I'm going to be sitting in this trade. It's at the bottom of the range, of this range, and just because there's 3 pushes doesn't mean this is going to revert. I just need to think the likelihood of it reverting is fairly high, which is why I sized it was a $50 stop loss, which would have made 250, because it's a 1-to-5 risk to reward ratio. Insane. I would have never traded like this before. As you probably know, I was trading 1-to-1 risk to reward ratios. So you have 3 pushes. You have 3 days long inside. The overall picture looks good. It doesn't pay off to look also at the higher time frame. I'm not going to do that, because after session breaks activated, and whenever I do then go to the 4 hour, something like that, it just looks awful. I have to take it off and put it back on, whatever. Anyways, so at the 5 minute, I was like, this is not good enough. I want to have a tighter entry. I don't want to have, let me see, where did the price go? Here we go. Here's price. All right. I switched to the 1 minute chart because I want to get as tight of an entry as possible on this. I tend to do better when I get in early, psychologically. So that's just something that I have noticed, especially when I'm dealing something with, hey, look, there's a range here. It could just consolidate further. It can spike up again, whatever. It gives me a lot more room to breathe and to manage the trade efficiently. So I just do better when I do that. So anyways, so as it failed and it started coming down, I tried to enter here. I was a bit slow because it's on the 1 minute chart. So I got a little bit worse of a fail, but still I got it beyond the EMA. It sold off, it consolidated. What I did, I set my stop loss and I walked away from the screen. I put in my take profit, and that's it. The rest of the morning, I checked from time to time, because as you can see, this from my entry all the way to my, I took profit here. Before it started going up somewhere here. Before that is 1.5 hours. So I just went on with my day. I was with my family. I went shopping, grocery shopping, whatever. So how it played out looked really nice. I put my stop loss at break even. Once it started going below this, I was like, okay, break even. If I get stopped out, so be it. And then it just moved down really beautifully, and I closed it here. I don't regret my decision of closing here, because as I said, this could as well just have gone further up and stop me out or whatever. But I think in the future, as I get more familiar with these setups, I might handle it differently and just wait till I get actually stopped into profit. That could have been also an idea. Why did I target this specifically? Well, because it's a previous day low, so I thought this is a good chance. You can see it has bounced multiple times, 1, 2, 3. There's a chance it could bounce again here, so that's why I put my TP just above it and see how it's going to behave when it comes there. And as you can see, when it came here, it started to struggle, which is one of the reasons I closed. You have a nice pin bar here, and then it had a big move up. So I closed before the big move up, but it had a big move up because there was some buying coming in from here, from this support level, and then just hit and then it just dumped. But that was the day, from the high of the day to the low of the day. That was the trade that I did on this. So this is the trade. Now overall, I am still I think losing money. I'm not sure. This week, look, I'm break even. Yay. I made 1,400 pips minus, and I'm still at break even. Why am I break even? Because this is probably from gold. I tried another trade on silver, which would have been quite nice, but it was on a day where there was news around the USD. And so because there was news around the USD, it kind of was consolidating until it was actually finally ready to drop. Let me just pull that up real quick. I'm not sure, I might have deleted the trade by now, and I didn't share it in the group because as I said, this is a lot of it is quite experimental at the moment with what I'm doing. There we go. Here's the trade. So that was a pretty tight stop losses as well, and I got out around break even on this trade, but it would have worked out again perfectly. I could have, and then probably should have traded this as the news got out for the USD, and just gotten back in. That would have been a good idea. By the way, same with the CHF JPY trade I could have gotten in the US time window again, and done that. So this is silver trade. And then the NASDAQ, which I'm not sure, I need to find another broker, I think, for trading certain things, because the commissions on the fees on this thing is huge. So I took a trade here. Where is it? Somewhere here. I took a trade and I got out with a small profit because it just wouldn't break here. And then overnight, it basically sold off, pretty strongly. And then the next day, it just plummeted, and I wasn't on board anymore, because I'm not looking to take as many trades as I can. I'm looking to take one good trade a day. Maybe if there's more, I might look for more, but I just want to have one good trade a day or a few good trades a week, and that's it. I'm not interested in taking countless trades, because if I really get good quality setups, then I'm more likely to actually compound this account and be able to make a proper living of it. And with the previous system, or the system I'm still using, which is looking for overextensions, like when you look at USD CAD, it is pretty overextended, but these overextensions are on a higher time frame. And so they show up once a month or so, these kind of setups where I'm looking for a mean reversion. Let me just take out the session, the session break, so that you can see I need to figure out if I can disable it for higher time frames, because it always just messes everything up. Same thing, some of the indicators, they just bother some whenever I do the overextension play. I tend to want to not see all of stuff on my chart. I like to keep it very fresh and simple, clean. All right, so as you can see, I mean, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful trade. Unfortunately, I'm in a great trade already in this, but you can see how this just has spiked up, barely any pullbacks. It's going up again, looking really great. I mean, I'm currently on a drawdown on this of almost 10%. Just check real quick so I'm not bullshitting you. Yeah, almost 10% of drawdown on the account, which is totally fine for this approach. I did not want to be in a trade for this long. I don't usually trade DCA. I thought it might be a nice idea to give it another try, and for some reason I had some tough luck choosing USD CAD, which decided to just go ballistic on me and go high up. But within Forex, I mean, I don't know about other markets, but within Forex, the longer something is running into a direction, the higher the likelihood becomes that it's going to revert to the mean. As you can see in the past, when this thing has rocketed up, there's a mean reversion. You have a rocketing up, you have a mean reversion. You have rocketing up, mean reversion, right? You have these very strong mean reversions. You have a strong move up, it reverts a bit, second move up, and then it just reverts. It gives back a lot of the gains, and this is very typical for Forex. I don't know how it applies for stocks or other markets, but in Forex especially, this strategy just really works beautiful. And so for me, this is becoming a better and better setup that I would be willing to risk more and more. And I'm already in a great trade, which is very unfortunate, because otherwise I'd be waiting on the sideline looking for a potential reversion on this and getting in very heavy, just like I did with GU. And it's a setup similar to GU. It's a little different, so I'm not sure how well I would manage it, because GU was in a channel going up and down, up and down, up and down, really beautiful structure. While this is much more just kind of in a trading range. I'm sure GU is in a larger picture in a trading range as well, but it doesn't have as clear of a structure as GU. So I'm not sure how I would have managed it in terms of my entry, because GU I entered. I'm talking about, let me just head over. With GU, I went in when we were at the top of the channel. You can see the beautiful structure, up and down, up and down, up and down. So I entered all the way up at the top. I was thinking this might be a time it's going to break the channel, it's going to have to lower. And I was right. I probably exited somewhere here, got to the top of the move. It's fine with me, but that's something else. I'm considering maximizing the profit potential on this. I mean, look, this would have been 4 times the profit or something like that of what I've actually made, which is really amazing. So there's a lot of improvement I can make on these trades. But when I look at GU, I'm also starting to look to be interested in a potential long position on this because of how fast it started to move down. If it were to go even faster, even like all the way here, they'd be really great candidates for a long position. So anyways, this is pretty much it for this week. I am still somewhat slow or not as much in the upload mode for myself because of the amount of studying I'm doing. So I'm really quite busy. So you can head over to Telegram. It will become more active once I have figured this whole thing out with the setups, and I've become more confident. I'm more willing to share them more publicly. I do sometimes share batches of trades that I have either considered and really played out beautifully, because that's part of testing them, or I've taken a very small position and it played out or it didn't play out. I'm also sharing the ones that are not playing out in the Telegram channel from time to time as a research, but I'm not posting as consistently because I don't want to spam the channel when I'm still, doing a lot of testing and all of that. So anyways, if you like this video, then hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'm sticking around. I'm just a bit quiet because of the amount of work I have to do on the side for these setups. Anyways, I wish you a beautiful Sunday, and I'll see you next time. Take care.